Jacob talks.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
I take it there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, it would put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. Sounds like a puppy dog.
Of course, referencing Space Odyssey. Following his next question, Musk blanked out and apologized, saying he was thinking about the AI thing for a second. So engrossed was he in that.
So what is your intention really?
Yeah.
And when Elon Musk took over Twitter, point number one, yeah, freedom of speech. I get that, but that wasn't the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk is the founder of Neuralink. Neuralink is a company that deals with brain and technology to mix and connect with human beings in a form of what is known as transhumanism. So what they're looking at, when I saw him purchase Twitter, I said, I am not ignorant to the fact that he has to gain as much data, and particularly metadata, but data overall, about as many human beings as possible in order to put inside of the Neuralink computer mainframe to help it to speed up in its artificial intelligence understanding of how human beings operate, maneuver, etc., so that when these chips that they have with Neuralink are programmed, it will meld, I would say, or mold more perfectly with human beings.
Yeah.
It's an AI company that he created.
Yeah.
So I said, if I need to fuel it with information, I'm going to go to the social media platform that has the most information that's circulating as quickly as possible, and that happens to be Twitter. So I said, I'm just saying, that is another part of it because it's very advantageous. That's a bold, extremely intelligent move to make. If I have a company that is trying to mix human beings with technology in a form known as transhumanism, where they want to put chips inside of the brains of human beings, Elon Musk in particularly, where you'll be able to go into the metaverse without the Oculus, without any form of technology. You'll be able to go into it. You'll be able to text or post tweets just by thinking it through your electronic chip that was surgically implanted into your brain and put into the system. Now,
That's dangerous.
It sounds like a movie, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like some Terminator stuff, or Minority Report, or Total Recall, the original one, 1990 with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the new one. But like all these things, and it's like, no, they put up movies because the CIA and FBI has contracts with Hollywood. So they put a lot of things in movies so that when they do it in real life, you won't psychologically be able to respond to it because you'll be battling with whether or not it's fact or fiction. Oh, that ain't real. That's just from that movie y'all saw. I saw that in the movie. Man, that's a movie. That ain't real. Until it really happens. Now you see in San Francisco, they're talking about using robots from DARPA to be able to kill people.
I seen that nonsense.
So I'm not trying to jump around, but this all is connected with the AI technology, transhumanism, not a conspiracy theory. This is all facts. DARPA that I mentioned is the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. It is the part of the U.S. government that uses robotic snakes, robotic dogs, robotic cheetahs, robotic animals, and now humanoid robots that Elon Musk unveiled, the newest one recently, where they use them instead of human beings to reduce the casualties of soldiers.
Yeah.
So they're using robots in the place of them so that they cannot die. So many people.
That's smart though.
Definitely smart, but how far are you willing for it to go?
For those not in the know, that was Riza Islam from the Nation of Islam, hence the bow tie, of course. And although we don't share the same ideologies in worship, he was pretty much spot on, except there is one important thing absent from his analysis. Really the main objective behind Neuralink and what we from GMS have been pushing, what we understand to be a major part of prophecy, is the ensuing mandate for the RFID, micro, CHIP, MOTB, both so-called advancements speaking to the mark of the beast. What Mr. Islam didn't say about these computer chip initiatives is the end game is all about the elite's desire over humanity for total control. Before I go any further, let me say, Kal Halal Yahweh Bashem Yashai Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Shalom to you of us who are hopeful. Shalom to the elect. Now, Elon Musk is being viewed as the new champion for freedom of speech with his recent takeover of Twitter. And even then, there are some who say he's a little too involved. He's doing a little too much. In any event, truth be told, on more than one occasion, he has definitely told us, for those who have eyes to see, exactly where his loyalty lies, and it's not with the 99%. Going to Revelation 13:16, it says this, and he causeth all, the he being Esau, Edom, so-called white man, starting from the top banking families and elite globalists on down, who are responsible for instituting the beast system, i.e. the Great Reset, the New World Order, and its global digitized system that will collect all of your banking, monetary, and medical records, as well as your personal information by connecting you to the system through the implant of the RFID micro CHIP. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Again, the he is Esau, Edom, and the beast system, which is interchangeable with NATO and the EU. In the Greek, the word used here for mark is charagma, a scratch or etching that is a stamp as a badge of servitude. The root word being karax, from karaso, which means to sharpen to a point, through the idea of scratching, a stake. And what is that stake? A long story medium it is, speaking to the needle and the syringe responsible for embedding the micro CHIP into figuratively your right arm, right or left, in your legs if you don't have arms, in your forehead if you don't have appendages. Revelation 13, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, meaning being fully ingratiated or in full compliance with the beast system, an active member and cohort to the beast and its agenda. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, every corporate entity and officiating body globally has these same numbers ingrained in their logos. Do your own research. Look for yourselves. Again, for those that have eyes to see, everyone from a big pharma to the World Economic Forum to mainstream media, whether covertly or overtly, has shown their allegiance by using these same numbers in the symbols that represent their public offerings. When you see these sigils, and really that's what they are, for those who don't know, a sigil is a sign, a word or a device even, said to have occult meaning hidden, power in astrology and magic. The idea is to captivate those who are weak to the spellcasters' advances. The spellcasters here are the elite witches and warlocks who rule over us. Using those symbols is how they practice their dark principles on the people. Ergo, few words have to be exchanged amongst those that are in total agreement with the undertakings of these companies ran by those in a far higher tax bracket and their lackeys who are they totally comply. No matter how they pitch it or sell it, how convenient it is, they say it will make it, or how hard they try to make you believe they have your best interests at heart. Never mind, the end game is to brand the goyim, to oppress all the sheeple, and to enslave those who they can control. Those they can't, they simply run into the ground and ruin their reputation by making them looking crazy, is one way. And with terms like conspiracy theorists, if not, they have no qualms about really putting you in the ground and killing you to achieve their purpose.
Wasn't the first shot, but it was the second shot that I now developed asthma that has never gone away since I had the second shot. I have tremors in my left hand, and I have the occasional heart pain that no doctor can explain, and I've had a battery of tests. I find it extremely alarming Twitter's unfettered censorship spread into medical fields and affected millions of Americans by suppressing expert opinions from doctors and censoring those who disagree with the I have great regrets about getting the shot because of the health issues that I now have that I don't think are ever going to go away. And I know that I'm not the only American who has those kinds of concerns. Another example of what Twitter has done to censor folks is from Dr. Martin Koldorf, a Harvard-educated epidemiologist who once tweeted, are important for high-risk people and their caretakers. Those with prior natural infection do not need it, nor children. The Twitter files reveal this tweet was deemed false information because it ran contrary to. So my first question this morning of Ms. Gaddy, may I ask of you, where did you go to medical school?
I did not go to medical school.
I'm sorry?
I did not go to medical school.
That's what I thought. Why do you think you or anyone else at Twitter had the medical expertise to censor a doctor's expert opinion?
Our policies regarding were designed to protect individuals. We were seeing.
You guys censored Harvard-educated doctors, Stanford-educated doctors, doctors that are educated in the best places in the world, and you silenced those voices.
Their tongue is as an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in heart he layeth his wait.